Hello everyone, this is Gary from GAN Railroad, and today's video is about 3 ideas that I have for new features or new products to be added to O-scale model railroading, which would certainly make it a lot more fun. I've had these ideas in my head for a while, and I was inspired to make this video by Art's Model Trains because he had an idea that apparently Lionel picked up with the Bluetooth, putting it in boxcars. So I figured, why not come up with my ideas? One I actually did discuss with Dave Olson at the LCCA convention in Concord, North Carolina in 2023. Figured I'll mention it again, and maybe they'll see this video or somebody will tell them and remind them if they forgot about it or Dave forgot about it, and look into whether or not the idea is a good idea or even workable. My first idea is to create a Station Sounds dining car for the 13-inch passenger cars. Let me show you the car so I can show you what I mean. Okay, these passenger cars, these are the 13-inch ones, XMTH tooling. They don't have a, they just came out with the full dome cars, but they don't have a dining car. Now, I'm not talking about these are lower end priced, so I'm not talking about full Station Sounds diner. I just simply mean maybe the clickety clack, the train you could have underneath here, a on off button and a sound pod. Maybe you could have min and maximum like they do on some box cars. It's not command control, but it'll at least have some sounds, which adds to the fun. Maybe they put Bluetooth in it. I prefer a dedicated sound. If the maximum sound, since passenger trains don't really have squealing, could be the clickety clacking, and maybe the dining cars open and then close, or just sounds like people talking. It fades in and out over a period of time, or just a clickety clack would be fun. Of course, this is something only Lionel will do because this is on their train, their tooling on their trains that they have. Uh, so that's my idea number one. Let's do idea number two. Okay, idea number two is a sanding feature in diesel engines. Now, when I was at the LCCA in 2023 in Concord, North Carolina, I did speak to Dave Olson about this, and he seemed to like the idea. And I don't know if Lionel's looked into it or not, so I figured I'd mention it in this video. If they see it, maybe they'll look into it, or maybe they haven't and it's not workable or financially feasible. But my idea is a sanding feature for diesels. What you do is you put a smoke unit in the front and in the back, kind of like they have in the hot box reefer cars. It wouldn't be like the smoke unit in here where it blows up. And what it is you have a smoke unit here and here around the axles. And when you could put the force coupler on here, so if you're going up an incline or down, it activates. Sounds like the sand comes out of the pistons, shoot the sand out, and out of the pumps. I should say, I don't know if piston's the right word, but out of the sand pumps it out. And when it comes out, I've seen this on Jawtooth videos. When it goes up an incline, some of these engines, it's like a big dust cloud when it puts out maximum out. So that's where I got the idea from. And you could have the smoke come out when it says we added more sand, and you could hear the noise, and then smoke comes out from around the axles. It'd be great to weather these. It really look really weatherproof, not weatherproof. Really look like it's weathered for a good reason. Um, and also you could program it in, I guess. So if it hits a certain point, if it's command control, hits a certain point on your railroad, it just does it, or you could just hit a button and make it happen where it's coming out. I don't know if people think it's a good idea or whatever. I might go, it's okay, but it's a whole new feature that adds to the fun of this and a little more realism. I know people are into that. So if you have diesel engines, you're in a diesel, now you could, and you weather it around the trucks here, it would look legit why they look weathered when you have that smoke coming out, but it's actually steam. And if you don't like, I know some people don't like running smoke units. Well, you can get unscented smoke and put it in here and here, and then you won't have to smell it, but you get that realistic feature on here. So I don't know again if that'll even work, or they could it's financially feasible for them to put it in here. but it's just an idea that I have. Okay, idea number 3 is a sound feature. It could be done two ways. The first way could be adding it to box cars, but this would be kind of expensive. You need at least 3 cars. You could do it with vision cars, but people may want to add on, especially if you have a longer consist. And what it is, it makes the sounds of either the slack, slack being pulled out on the train, like slack sounds, or you could have it where it's the air pumps, as sometimes trains, usually when they're just starting up, you hear them testing the air pumps and you hear it going down. It sounds like a domino effect, and the same with the slack sounds. Uh, but that might not be really good idea in box cars, might be too much. The other idea I have for that is something you could lay on the side of your track, like a plug and play, for instance, where you have 3 speakers connected. You can make the cords detachable so you could hide them underneath your layout, or just make them green and put a little grass on them, or the ballast or whatever. You put the speakers, they don't have to be big, in little boxes, and it could be look like something that belongs on the side of a track. And you plug it in, and you could either have it manually, where manually you could hit a button either to make it work, or you could have it for the air pump or for the slack sound. Now you could also plug it into this IR sensor, so when the train goes by, it automatically sets it off. And another idea that I have is make it expandable. In other words, if it's plug and play, you can add, like, it comes in sets of 3 speakers. You get another set and connect that in, and you just run it along your track here, and then maybe get a third set. Maybe up to 2 sets can be added to the original, so you could have 9 speakers going around. And as the train hits that point here, you just hear that slack sound, and you could adjust the volume for it so it could be really loud. Sometimes it's really loud when trains are doing it. You could put it in a yard. I just think that would certainly add fun to railroading in O scale. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think any of this is good ideas, bad ideas, workable. Would you care? What ideas do you have? And if Lionel's watching this, I hope you take up on his. As far as the thing too that I forgot to mention, the 13-inch passenger cars, that was done before. They've done that in the. There was a set made for Pennsylvania Railroad that was temporarily painted for the Mexican president, and there is a car in there. There's silhouettes in the windows, and in the car, it actually has sound in it if you hold down the the talk on the remote. What happens is you'll hear the engine talk, and then it goes back to that one car. So there is been precedent for sound being in 13-inch passenger cars. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please, this is Gary again from GAN Railroad. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.